Welcome to the Grand Design series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 12th of June 1988, which is about 8 months on from the end of the last part, where we were planning this electronics in area here. And I'll give you a bit of an update about that in a little while. But first, I just want to talk about what I want to do in this part, because we've obviously got a massive backlog of building projects, and I can't keep just adding more and more to it. So what I want to do in this part is kind of do a little bit of an overall check and general update about what's going on in this economy, because you can see we're now pushing towards 98,000, which is well beyond my comfort zone. And also I've got higher levels of unemployment that I know it's only 1700, but I feel that I could utilize some of that unemployment a little bit better. And of course the other thing is we've got nearly 3,700 over 21s, which is also another potential problem. So I do need to try and find work for my population so that they can continue expanding. Now, to begin with, I'll just give you an update of what we're working on here. You can see things have grown a little bit with respect to the rail. And what I've done is I've put in somewhere we can import steel to. We've also got two warehouses here, one for imports, which feeds into our little fork truck run here, and one for exports, because I feel that we've got to be able to send stuff out. As you can see here, this area is okay, we got an earthquake. It's always difficult when the ground starts shaking, whether it will actually, how bad it is. This is, well, it's back in, oh no, it's in the local town here. I don't know if we get the earthquake report. We've got a little bit of fire there. It's going to speed the game up so that you can see the fire. This is the first earthquake I've had for some time, and it looks fairly serious. But I think we can deal with it because I've got lots of fire trucks. And of course now, because the game is a little bit more, how can you put it, advanced, the fire trucks can travel a lot faster. Earthquake's a lot more lethal when you play an early start. If we go here, earthquake report. What's it? Oh, it's only a 4.5, so it shouldn't be a major problem. Looks like we got. I mean, does it tell us of how many casualties? I've never really looked at this. Where is earthquake report? No, it doesn't actually tell us whether we've taken any casualties. Generally, you don't have a lot of direct casualties. Yeah. Anyway, so we've had a bit of an earthquake. So first one for some time. I think that the events are triggered at random, but the bigger your economy, the bigger the risk grows. I'm not exactly sure why these guys are building this. I'll explain the purpose of this thing in a little while. These guys have got a little bit too enthusiastic, because this is a more speculation than anything else, and so I don't really want it built. Well, that stuff goes really deep, a lot deeper than it should do. I'm just gonna suspend that. The downside of kind of having helicopters around and construction offices that get a little bit enthusiastic. Let me just come here, suspend that, suspend that, suspend that, and that. And that, and that. And that leads us to here. I was thinking about the chemical needs for this area, and I thought, well, we've got loads of fuel, bitumen, and we've got also a coal mine quite close. So I thought, so what I've done here is I've put in 3 of my modded chemical plants. If I show you that, get rid of the food. What I've got is 3 of these, and what this will do is will produce what 7 over 10 tons of chemicals. And this is another reason why I've built this kind of export over here. So this is probably a little bit over the top, but I thought I'm going to need chemicals for other things I'm going to do. Anyway, back to this area here. The general structure is exactly what I designed in the last part, but what I have done is I've actually put a tramway all the way around the outside, because because what we're going to do is try and, how can you put it, get all the workforce evenly distributed around this and see how it goes. And I've put lots of tram stations in. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of them, but what I've done is I've kind of working on the principle that I could kind of change the tram routes to selected buildings. So that is the current situation here. We'll just play on slow speed. At the moment, I'm not really consuming the fuel, so I really do need the railway built out here. And more importantly, I need to get one of these rail distribution offices online as well. Now, if I come down to our new town here, not much is going on here because, as I said, the whole lot is a little bit overloaded. We've started to pull together some buildings in this area, but the big problem is building all this rail track as well. You can see the ports coming together. We still need to lay in some more track to get this done, but we've got a grain. The key one is this grain silo. If I can get some of this track laid in here, I think we'll be okay. I'm a little bit worried about why we've got a little bit of a power break here. Is there some reason that... Yeah, okay. We need to make that high priority. It's those little breaks like that which can give you a bit of a problem. So we've got a truck broken down here as well. Better check that. Okay, looks like my helicopters here don't have much to do. So what we might be able to do is push them a little bit. Now the question is, where was that? There. Get that built. Right. I think what we're going to do is push. We need the road system built in up here, so that we can get this town up and functioning. That's been built. That's good. Let's see. I think we get that built. Get that going. You guys can... You've already made a contribution to that. Anyway, you need this built here. The other thing I wouldn't mind is these road connections running down this way. Because this, I think connecting this road up could be quite important. I think the roads in this area are kind of well done, so we might as well get the helicopters running into here. Why have I only got one track running into here? Oh, because I only really need one track, don't I? Because I'm only delivering trains to here, so I don't really need an elaborate two-line capability here. Yeah, this is just delivering trains and stuff like that. Okay, right. So that is the update of where we are now. One thing I have got, as you can see here, so I've got piles of steel. So I need to start moving stuff around. And then what I was looking at is this area here. This is the area that I want to kind of concentrate on a little bit. If I come in here, you'll see I've got a lot of unemployment in here. And unemployment adds to crime. I've got 3% crime rate here. So what I'm going to do is begin with, I've got a little bit of spare, because one of the problems I've got at the moment is if you watch this train come in and you will unload, but you see it doesn't unload everybody. So what I want to do is we're going to increase this. Now, this is more of a make work project rather than actual real employment, because this system is already overloaded and don't think I can get any more out of it, and I'm not 100% sure I want to. All I want to do is just suck up that unemployment to reduce the crime rate. Now, the next opportunity that I want to do is here, because at the moment this processing plant pushing into here is kind of not really working as fast as I would like to do. So what I want to do is see if I can put in another bauxite processing plant here, because I was thinking about what I'm going to need to do to produce aluminium, and to be honest, I think I could probably get enough bauxite out of here to feed into an aluminium plant to produce all the aluminium that I need. Because to be honest, I've got no idea about how much aluminium is needed to build a helicopter, and I'm not even sure where we're going to put a helicopter production plant. But I'm starting to feel that this plant here can probably produce enough bauxite with a little bit of a supplement from up round here. Because we've got a couple of bauxite mines here, so I think we could probably get a good aluminium plant going in this area eventually. But I think I really would like to tap into here and get a little bit more efficiency out of here, and also give a bit more workforce, because this is only 25, so that would suck up a little bit more of that workforce. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a bauxite processing plant. I think I don't really need them. Trying to think of, oh, that would be really nice if I could get that in there. Now the big question is whether I can get a footpath. Haha, that's no good. Okay, just remove you. It's too close. Actually, I do need to find out if I can actually get a footpath under here. Yes, I can. Okay. Wait for the save game. Right. Move back a bit. I mean, if I've got to use the... I think maybe if I can do that, that might be better actually. So if we can put you there, get you there, and all we've got to do now is get a conveyor from there to there. I'm not happy with that road connection though. Don't like that. Let's get there. Get rid of you. Conveyors. I think we're going to need something like that. Just tucked in there like that. Yeah, that'll work. And you need a mud footpath there. I think we can put the swarm on this. This is quite important. You can come there, you can come there, you can come there. And what that will do is that will suck up 75 workers here, because we can put more buses out to this and get this done. This will produce more bauxite, which will give us a little bit more profit margin. Now comes the next bit, because we've got a whole range of workers scattered over this area. And when I was looking at this just before I started, I kind of realised that I've got this rail track out here, which has been a little bit redundant. So it suddenly occurred to me that I can turn this to an advantage by producing the one thing that we do need quite lots of stuff of, and that is electronics. And because, I mean, this town here, I mean, I don't know what the consumption is it can be a bit difficult to actually work out what the actual consumption is. You have got these resource statuses. You can see how quickly this has been loaded. Import resources, domestic production and consumption. This can always be I must admit, this isn't one of my favourite. Waste production, consumption of manpower, citizens' facilities. Now, unlike the overall stat, this only tells you what citizens are actually consuming. It's saying about 1 ton. I think this is monthly. Yeah, it's 4 tons of food. So I think this is consuming about 1 ton per, or no, it's actually 1,085 tons. So this isn't particularly that helpful, is it? Anyway, back to what I'm thinking here is we've got a rail connection we can use. A pollution for electronics, only electronics, is pretty small. So what we could do is build, I don't want to build electronics components factory. What I want to do is become, well, we don't have to go all out, do we? I mean, we could probably get rid of that road if we wanted to. The rail tracks there. What I'm going to do is roughly what I did. Now, the thing about electronics is that everything that's needed, it just requires a warehouse. So what we can do is get the biggest warehouse we can get, and put you maybe about there. So you can connect up to that road, can't you? So you can put a warehouse there. Now, each electronics factory, what's the workforce for this? Is 150. So if I can build 3 of these, what's the electricity problem? What's that? I am, oh no, so I fell for it. I see, even I get a little bit paranoid from time to time. Right, so what we're going to do is we need to bring the workforce into here. Now we're going to have to bring the workforce in by bus, because I can't really bring them in any other way. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to plan for 3 electronics factories. So then we're just going to put them like that in a row. Put them there like that. We've got a nice big warehouse. And we're going to run a road up there. Of course, we're going to run a road off like that. Because like I said, we're going to need to bring a workforce in. And then of course what we're going to need here is a rail cargo station. Probably put you in like that. And then I can run a, don't want to mess around with demolition or anything like that. This would be an easy build because it's got a crossover there. I'm going to bring you in like that. And then we'll get rid of the connectors. Like that. And then we'll put a crossover in. Put it about there. So what we're going to do is bring in, let's get back to here. we're going to bring in the electro components, mechanical components, and plastic. Now we may actually have to import some of this, although we can get mechanical components, probably get a little bit of plastic as well. Train waiting too long. Where are you? And you really can't afford these guys to be kind of hanging around. Where are you waiting? Oh, okay. Why are you waiting? Tell you to ignore the signal. Okay, you're gonna have to go. And we'll have to give that guy a go. I do really need to sort this area out because it's important, but the same because it's blocking this line. But I do need to get it built. So hopefully, I'm very tempted to scrap this guy actually because he's okay. The other train is coming down to see where he's going. This is probably the train that I sent back to the depot. He's probably okay. Let's see where you're going. Apologies for this, but this is the nature of what we've got to do. Yeah, I think he's going to go up here. Yeah. That's, in a way, that's good. That was singularly unimpressive game. Okay, so that is, let's get back to down here. So where are we? We've got this area here. We're going to need to bring power in, which could be an issue because I don't know if I've got any power connectors here. Haha, that could be an issue. I think I've used up. Well, no, we've got one power connector there. Because we've got a couple of power connectors there that we could send over to here to run it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is connect that road up as well. We'll bring in, get that in there. We're going to need a substation to drive all this. If I put it up here, okay, we can get a little bit of a fringe benefit by. So if we put you there, where was that power terminal? Can't see it. Yeah, there it is there. This doesn't have to be too elegant. Hook you up there. And the other thing we will need to put in here is a bus station drop-off point. Yeah, just drop you in opposite there. And I would guess, well, that will connect to all those three. And what that will do is give us electronics. I think what I would like to do, I know it's going to be pulling work away from our other area. Oh, we got a spare anyway, so oops, where are we? Just get you laying that and that. And we get the railway into here. And we've got the one of these. I don't think you're fully employed anymore. So what we could do is use this one to actually power the resources to there. Right, let me just see. Let's get back up to here. There's the power station. Let's see if we've still got the problem we had. Yeah, we are sucking away all the... I mean, I can increase this a little bit. This is going to be my, we could say, maximization process eventually. How many buses have we got out here? This workforce. Are you taking anybody back? No, you're not. At the moment, we've only got 2 buses were coming out here. And they're KR 256s. I think what I will do, just in preparation, is I can find my depot. Because of course, one thing about vehicles is you've got to kind of pre-plan. So we're going to bring out 2 of those to there. So I've got a couple of buses out here ready to go. Let's have a look at how much plastics. I've still got plenty of plastic capacity here. And chemicals if I wanted it, but the plastic is more important. Now, we're coming up on the 12th of July, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to start in June. I was just going to pause because I want to... This silo is virtually empty. This one's still got crops in, which is understandable. This one's still got way too many crops in it, actually, to be honest. I think, okay, let's drop you down to 20%. And I want you moving crops over to here. Yeah, I should have done that earlier. Forgot about it. Right, this one is got 272 in it. This needs a... Where's my fuel distribution? We need fuel in... Cannot assign more buildings. Oh, great. Wood cutting post. Gas station, gas station. Sorry, police station, you don't really need... secret police, you don't really need it. You guys just wander around the city anyway, so... this is far more important. Because I don't want those covered holes wandering away too far. This has got fuel. You've got 57 tons left. You've got 4,600 tons. So I've got quite a lot of... Here we've got 6,000 there. Because again, we're not really moving the food. Wow. We've got way too much here. I think the problem now is that we're not really... Okay, we're going to get some losses. Okay, you don't have fuel in. Where is the... You can put fuel into there. You can pick up from here. Or wherever it is. Yeah, maybe I've been a little bit overprotective with respect to crops, but it will ramp up. I mean, once we got more and more of this area coming in, I'd rather overproduce than underproduce at the moment. While that's all being built up, the next thing I want to do is the usual kind of thing that we need to do. We need to get some sanitation into here. So we'll put the usual stuff in, sewage discharge. Well, once that is actually gone quite well, kind of part of me trouble is I don't really like these big sewage treatment plants. It's one element of the game that I just don't like. Let's go here. Okay, we're going to need to find a patch here. Okay, we got a little bit of an area here. That's and now this could be a. So we've got the sewage treatment plant in. Of course, we're not going to put all the sewage stuff in just yet. What have we got here? What's going on here? You allowed you lot in, because I'm actually going to demolish you eventually. Oh, that reminds me, I better check these as well. Yeah, I've done it again. I keep on forgetting to do this. It's a bit of a trap shot. Now, there is a possibility that I will just let this city build up over time, but I don't really want. Thank you, game. And while I'm actually doing this, I'll just talk a little bit about my approach to building cities. And this is based on a comment I got not recently, but a little while ago. Now, there's kind of several ways that you can build a city. One is that you plan your industry that your city is going to serve. In this case, it's the miracle production area down here. And what you do is you go around all the production areas. You kind of, how can you put it? You calculate exactly the workforce you want. So like here, we got 400. That means we need 1,200 people coming into here. So you can say 1,200, 2,400, 3,600, 4,800 there. Then you add on all the, and then of course what you do is, as somebody pointed out in the comments a little while ago, you need to then estimate all the workforce that you actually need in here to be able to support your city, which is, I think now, by the time you add on the Secret Service and everything else, is you're talking over 1,000 workers, especially in a major city like this where you've got large support buildings. And what that does is, what we can do is now is hook this into here and get rid of this. Yeah, and you can calculate it precisely. Well, that's okay. We're gonna have to upgrade this to that, and then I can connect it up. We will put, I think we'll put still on that, get that built. Yeah, and that's one way you can actually approach the problem. Shouldn't have done that, but we'll connect that up. Bring in the road crew for that. Get that built as well. I think we'll start building this area up. I'll start with the food store. Yeah, now my approach tends to be a little bit more organic. I think it's down to the fact that this is the way towns and cities tend to grow naturally. So my approach tends to be is I've got a very broad idea of how many workers I actually need. So like I've already said, is I know I'm going to need about at least 4,000 or 5,000 workers here. Add on a couple of thousand, that means I'm going to need about 7,000 workers in this kind of city eventually, just to drive this down here. And so what I do is I plan for roughly around that area, and then like I've just done over here, I then look for ancillary industries to actually balance out the population over time. Okay, we haven't built the road connection. It does help if we put a road connection in. Okay, let's get that in there, We'll just bump the priority on that. Yeah, so that tends to be more my approach. I mean, it says there's workforce there. I think what we'll do is we'll now come up. Hopefully by now the buses will have arrived. They tend to be a bit quicker than most. Okay. I think we'll start with... no, let's go all out. Might as well. Get some more workers down into there. See, I think at the moment there's... when time you add on the fire station here, you can see we've not got enough workers into here. So we're not... because this is not really connected. This isn't doing it. We're not going to put water out here. It's not worth it. Anyway, well, that should give us some... suck up some more workers. Just want to check the train again. No, okay, so maybe we've got a few too many trains coming up here. But at the same time, I want this running at maximum capacity because this is the cornerstone of my overall economy. Okay, this is being repaired. It's going quite well. Okay, let's just get up to here. Let's check the guys here. Okay, any more stuck trains? Yes, we got stuck trains. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more signals in here because I think part of the problem is the train is going down here, which is too far. I think what I will do is put a mix signal there. So I think what's happening is this guy comes down to here and then crosses this thing because he thinks he's got permission to do it. So that might help a little bit. Probably do with the same here. Like that. If I do split that like that, that might actually alleviate the problem a little bit. See how well he goes this time. Yeah, he stops and thinks about it because the trains tend to do that when they've got a new signal configuration. They kind of stop and have a look at it. What he should do now is, rather than going all the way back to that signal, he'll come into this signal and then go up this way. Okay, can you get this done for me, please? It'd be nice if you managed to get all the way out up to here. That would be really, really nice. Because when we because once this has been all built in with standard track, what we can do is electrify it without using this spur back here. Once this is finished, yes, gone. Yeah, you want to do the next one. Yeah, that's even better. See, next time he should come through this route to get to that one. He doesn't need to come down this route. In theory, anyway. Right, let me just check. How many jobs have you got? Yeah, you've got loads of jobs. You've got these queued up. I really want this. If I can get this distribution office online and built, what that will mean is that I can start using this, and these two trains here can be then sent to the distribution office, and that means that we have a little bit more control over what's going on. Again, he sees everything's on one line here. Actually, that reminds me, I want to do something because I want to build a logistics center down roughly about here, but I've got to work out a plan for where is it? There's a crossover around here somewhere. We've got this line here, this line here. Wow, is that? Here's the crossover there. Now, let me just see. I've got flat areas out here. It's a little bit further away than I was hoping for. That could be a problem. I was hoping, well, we can, oh, there's the crossover there. Okay. We could build the logistics center there. That will put it within firefighting range of there. So what I'm going to do is I want to create a parallel track off of here. Similar to what I've done in another part of the... Don't like that. Cancel. Run it out. Maybe we'll put a little bit... Actually, let's get rid of those two signals there for the moment. I want you to run out of there. You to run out of there. I'm actually going to put chain signal there and an outbound signal there. We may need to change this when the time comes to build this track. What I'm going to do is we're going to, oops, going to run you about there. There's no point following the squiggle, so we're just going to push you out here across like this in a straight line. Downside of this is the game may decide that it will come here a little bit further. In fact, we got a potential branch line that can go over in that direction, so I'm actually going to push it a lot further as well. Got fire, thank you game. Get rid of you. I'm gonna push you out that far. I mean, I think that's, yeah, that's a nice long double track. In fact, I'm going to be quite tempted actually. I'm going to push the double. I think what we can do is double the track up here. Like that. Again, there's got a little bit of a loop here. So I'm just going to run... Ah, that's even better. Right, I'm just going to trim that back a bit. Yeah, this works even better. If I can... You can come in and hook into there. Actually, I'm not going to hook into there just at the moment. But yeah, we're going to stop here. And then, actually, no, it's horrible. I didn't realize we were that close to that crossover. So if I trim you back a bit like that. You can run to there. There's a crossover just up there. We'll run you to about there. And we're going to accept that. Now I'm not going to connect to this end because what I want to do is create a round line that we can build from one end, and we won't have to worry about crossovers and, you know, trains getting stuck and things like that. So what I can do is when the time comes, I mean, might not build it for a little while yet. We've got far more important jobs to do. What I'm going to do is make this into a kind of there, but to put a short length in here, which the trains can build. And then once because there's no crossovers or connections, once these two short sections have been built in, which will cause a little bit of disruption, but once the disruption's out the way, we can build all the way out to here on a single job. And what that will mean is I can then work more on the logistics center. Anyway, we got a little bit of unemployment there. That's okay. Let's just see if we've got... I've made a mistake here. I made a complete and utter useless mistake. Haha. I've connected up to the wrong thing. I need to connect up to there, not there. Oh, that's stupidity. Okay, conveyors. That explains why it's not working. I knew it. Should have known it was too easy. Okay. Okay. You. You 5, 5, 5. High priority. Right, I need a demolition crew up here. Building. Check wear and tear. Remove you. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll just get this built, and that should get this operational. Yeah, that's... How much waste are you producing? Construction waste, biological waste. To be honest, I think then probably the amount of waste that they're producing here probably just isn't worth the effort. Anyway, I'm just gonna... And I think just to finish this video off, we'll get rid of this. And what I want to do is my usual check. So we're going to come here. Entire map. Okay, we've got a helicopter construction office that is not... Why are you not being repaired? This is... what's the problem here? I think it is being repaired. It's just taking a very, very long time, which is a little bit of a cause for concern because it shouldn't be 50%. Let me just make sure. It's 47, 48%. If you pick this up, I suppose it's just taking a very, very long time. Now comes the big one. Vehicles, entire map, wear and tear. Okay, we've got fire trucks now, which are starting to get old. 14 years, 74%. Okay, let me just look at the sewage truck gazé, storage dumper. Okay, actually on that point, let me just get down to here. You guys. Okay. So I think overall entire map, we are replacing vehicles. We just need to be able to manufacture the vehicles to cut down our costs. Let's just check the trains. 39 years. Actually, let's look at vehicle age a bit. Open hopper. Okay, yeah, the trouble is we got box cars and things like that don't have any age. Wear and tear. And I suppose the big one is helicopters. Wear and tear. Okay, we've got a couple of helicopters now, 33 years old, and they are kind of getting there. Let me just look at replacements. I just want to have a quick look through and see bulldozers. Okay, buses. Okay, we've got a Mars bus here, which needs a replacement. Now this, as far as I know, is a 25-seater. If I remember correctly, this is a 25-seater. We need something that will replace that. I think the nearest we've got is this one, so we might as well use that. Concrete mixers, cupboard holes. Okay, what you need to do from time to time is, because the game's always moving forward, you need to make sure that all your vehicles are covered with respect to, you know, that even if it means purchasing them, because the game is always moving forward. Okay, so we've now got a problem here. We've got no vehicles in storage. That's a pain. I like these because these have got a lot of coverage. That might be a mistake. Can I buy the template? Let me just see. We might not be able to buy the template. Okay, we can still buy the template. I'm going to buy the template here, and then we're going to change this to actually manufacture fork trucks, because I want to keep these. Yeah, 1985 they expired, so we're going to move away from snow plows to forklift trucks, because I need those. I'm going to need them for both the meat production and also possibly moving the some of the materials up in the top part of the map as well. Okay, so forklift trucks, that's a good spot. Harvesting is still good. I don't think we can get anything better than, I think the CL Dom 85 is the peak of harvesting. Okay, oil tankers are good. Open holes have now got down to a single page. We've still got a few vehicles here which probably need, they're actually logging trucks. Paver is good. Personal cars, yeah. Police cars. Prison buses, yeah. And refrigeration is good. Probably need to rationalize this a little bit. Road crane is good. Roller is good. Sewage, not that we use that much. Snow plows is good. Farming is good. Waste trucks is good. Systems is good. So that means that we've now got the almost full range coverage, and I'm aware that I'm running out of time, so I just want to see how well these guys are going. This should go here. Okay. What we need now is a workforce in here. I've got a feeling that this might be set. Yep. I'm just going to remove everything now, and then what should happen? Yep. We just need more workforce into here. Now we might even need a couple more buses. Yep. I'm going to get 2 more buses to bring in here. Bring in a couple more, buy a couple more Icarus. Get those in there. And let's have a look at the unemployment now, just as a quick look. It's still quite high, but the real key is down here. Okay, we've got this here. Wow, that went in a lot quicker than I thought it would. We just need to electrify this line in. Okay, we need the road connections here as well. Bit of a step up there. Get that there. Bring road crews in here. That, for some reason, this one doesn't want to connect. What was actually, oh, bad road connection here. Great. It's my demolition office. Okay, what we will do is just do that temporarily. Yep, so we've got that going there. This is all built in, so what I'm going to do now is just going to electrify it. Oops. Yeah, we're just going to electrify this through the small crossovers. Right. Okay, do we actually have any... I was not that happy about... Okay, we may have a problem here in the sense that that done there, so I may have to micro that with respect to the trains. By micro, it means that what I'm going to do is get this in here. It will have to go up to here to there and then come back again. Traffic jam. Right, we've still got one spare connection here, which I need to use because we still got a few things to do in here, and I think we need to electrify that to get into here. And what I do need here now is get these guys going on this as well. That's the unloading. Is there no pipeline here? That's a bit of an oversight. Oh, I think there's a surface pipeline here. Yep, that's not an oversight. And we will just come up here and see what's going on in this area. Check our rail construction. Okay, they're down to 4. I think we've solved the getting stuck problem here. This is now done here. I think what I would like out here is a crossover, I think. because we're going to need to push the rail track out here. But this area is now kind of usable in the sense that we can now get trains in here to come and collect the waste, and we won't need to remove it. And of course we can come and get bricks now should we need it as well. And more importantly, we can now start to deliver other materials up here as well. So in some ways the steel ship here is probably not required. So I'm going to need to keep an eye on this ship so that we can so that I can change what it needs to do to bring in. Of course, we've still got a lot of work to do up here as well. I mean, although we've got quite a lot of stuff going on here now. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, will probably be a little bit similar to what it's go, but I've got a couple of ideas about where I want to go from now, picking up on what we've already done. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.